Okay, so the economic headlines lately, they've been painting a picture of slower growth, haven't they?
Yeah, that's definitely the narrative we're seeing. Slowdown seems to be the key word.
But here's a twist for you, something a bit unexpected. What's one industry that's actually increasing its physical footprint right now?
Physical footprint. During a slowdown, let me guess. Something related to looking good, feeling good.
You got it. Fashion and beauty.
Interesting. Okay.
Exactly. And that's our focus for this deep dive. We're looking at recent industry news, reports, trying to understand why these brands are investing hard in brick and mortar stores, despite the wider economic mood.
Right. It seems like a paradox almost. Online is supposed to be everything.
Precisely. So we want to unpack the strategies here, what this tells us about building a brand and connecting with you, the consumer, today.
Sounds good. So where are we seeing this happen?
Well, let's start with a major domestic fashion brand. They've just made a significant expansion.
Ah, yes. I saw something about that. A pretty large news store, wasn't it?
Huge. 2 floors. And get this, it's their 24th offline location.
24th. Wow.
It's strategically placed right inside a major shopping mall. And crucially, it's near residential zones and university campuses.
Ah, okay. So they're clearly targeting both students and maybe office workers or local residents. Smart.
Exactly. Tapping into multiple demographics there.
And this isn't happening in isolation, right? I recall they were quite aggressive with physical store openings last year, too.
Yes, this definitely seems like a continuation of that strategy. It's not just a one-off.
So the big question then is, did that previous push pay off? What were the results?
Well, here's where it gets really interesting. That focus on physical stores seems directly linked to a huge financial win for them.
Oh, yeah?
They hit over $1 trillion in annual revenue for the very first time.
$1 trillion. That's massive.
Isn't it? And on top of that, year-on-year growth in their overall revenue, operating profit went up, and importantly, they swing back to profitability.
Okay, so you can draw a pretty clear line from investing in offline stores to those bottom line results. That's quite tangible.
Absolutely. That $1 trillion figure isn't just symbolic. It suggests this blend of strong online presence and a smart offline network really works, builds trust, drives sales, especially where maybe that physical touch point still matters a lot culturally.
It definitely makes a strong case for their strategy.
Yeah.
Now, the reports also mentioned a big global fashion retailer doing things, but differently. In Jeju.
Yes, that's another fascinating angle. They opened 2 new standalone stores down in Jeju.
Standalone, not in malls. And in Jeju specifically.
Right. And what caught my eye is that they're not in the main city centers. They're more suburban locations.
Okay, that suggests a slightly different goal, perhaps. Not just high foot traffic, but maybe accessibility for locals across the island.
Seems like it. And the design is distinct, too. Think large logo structures, really wide open spaces inside. And they've even incorporated local basalt stone.
Ah, so really trying to create that local connection, blend in with the Jeju identity.
Exactly. Their stated goal is literally improving access for customers all over Jeju Island.
So we have the domestic brand focusing on these big, high-traffic mall locations.
Yeah.
And this global player going for standalone, community-focused stores with a local design touch. Interesting contrast.
It really is. Different plays for different goals, it seems. But what about the beauty sector? Are they sitting this out?
Not at all, it seems. The reports highlighted some interesting moves there, too, like a French niche fragrance brand.
Oh, yes. They just opened a boutique in Seoul's Sangsu district.
Sangsu? Okay. That area has become a real hotspot, especially for reaching younger consumers.
Really.
Right?
It's a magnet for that demographic, so a very targeted move by the fragrance brand.
And it's not just them. Isn't there a popular lifestyle select shop also setting up a big presence there soon?
Yep, opening in June. A flagship store.
And what's the vibe with that one?
They're calling it a market of tastes. Sounds like it's going way beyond just clothes or perfume. We're talking home decor, furniture, lighting, even kitchenware.
A market of tastes. So, creating a whole lifestyle experience, not just selling specific items. Bringing in home goods alongside fashion.
Yeah.
What does that signal?
Well, it suggests maybe a deeper kind of engagement, right? The physical store becomes less about just the transaction and more about stepping into the brand's whole world, its overall aesthetic.
Like an immersive brand bubble. Makes sense.
So if we pull all these threads together, the domestic brand in malls, the global one in suburbs, the beauty and lifestyle shops in trendy districts, what's the common theme here?
I think it really points to a strategic belief in physical spaces. using them to seriously strengthen brand recognition and forge those direct, tangible consumer connections.
Even with the economy looking shaky.
Exactly. Despite that climate, these brands clearly see real, bankable value in having that offline presence. It's not just an afterthought.
It's about building the brand, yes, but also driving actual sales growth, connecting with specific groups, young people, local communities.
Precisely. And maybe it's also about offering something online just can't replicate easily, that tangible experience, the ability to touch, feel, smell,
Yeah.
a richer encounter.
Could be key for building deeper customer loyalty too, perhaps.
That makes sense.
So we've seen this, frankly, surprising trend. Fashion and beauty leaning into physical retail right now. It leads to a final thought, really, for you listening. In our world, which feels more digital by the day, what is it about a physical store? Why does it still hold such power, both for the brands selling things and for us as consumers?
Yeah, what does that persistence tell us about where retail might be heading and how we actually connect with the products that become part of our lives?
Something to think about.